shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Okay, welcome to the Village of Wappingers Falls second monthly meeting of the Mayor and Board of Trustees. Today is Tuesday, December 30th. May you please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Mayor Huber.
Present.
Trustee McCormick.
Here.
Trustee Schimento. Absent.
Brian is sick. He told me to wish everybody a happy new year.
Trustee Marshall. Trustee Marsh.
Here.
Trustee Vanka.
Here.
Trustee Smith.
Here.
Village Attorney Lindars.
Here.
Authorization to pay bills as per approved warrants.
I'll make the motion.
There's- All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Regular session, Village of Wappingers Falls Resolution 4025 of 2025, authorization to contract with Clear Glove to provide budgeting and reporting services for the Village of Wappingers Falls. Can I have a motion?
Get a motion?
Did you get everything neat on that? Okay. Okay.
Is there a motion for Clear Glove?
Now, what is this, the pay company?
No, this is
No, this is
the,
the budgeting software company.
Oh, the one that Greg wants.
All right, that resolution did not move. Bond resolution, Water Department, Village of Wappingers Falls, Dutchess County, New York, rehabilitation of the Wemness Water Storage Tank and the removal of the Hillside Water Storage Tank, $5 million bonds.
get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
In favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Approval, option to ground lease agreement, Homeland Towers, Trustee Mosh.
What's gonna happen is that it's gotta go through the attorney, and we have to, he has to have the opportunity to review that, and also to seek out other companies as well. So it's on hold.
Right.
Discussion, Wappingers Lake 24, 25, and 26 management proposal, Attorney Lindars.
I don't think it's a discussion. It was basically just my signature for the DEC permits as we have done for the last 2 years. This way they can go out and get the permits
For 26.
for 26, and this will be the last year of that contract. So it's really not a discussion. It was just, it
Okay.
doesn't cost any extra because it's included
All
in the
right,
price.
now I'll have you sign it
I think yeah, all right, yep.
for 26. Discussion, tips line for PD, Trustee Vanka.
Commissioner, what was it? If you want to just give the price, it wasn't very expensive.
Yeah, I'd like to set up a hotline and a tips line for the PD. It's a 1888 number. It costs $5 a month, and it's 3 cents for every minute of use. If that's something the board needs to discuss or talk about, I'd like to set that up.
Do you know what budget line you would take it from?
I would probably, for now, because we don't have, our budget is not broken down very well.
Yeah, I know.
So right now, it would probably come out of that contingency line.
Okay,
And again, it's $5 a month, with,
yeah,
maybe even if we had multiple tips over a course of,
Right.
that 30 days, you're looking at maybe another $20, $30.
is there any setup fee?
There is no setup fee.
Okay,
No.
That's for only incoming phones, not outgoing,
Yeah,
so if somebody,
yep, someone can call and leave an anonymous.
and the present phone system can support that?
They can.
Okay,
You gonna make a motion for that then?
I'll make the motion that we
Establish tip line?
establish a tip line.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Accept resignation of Miss Jeannie Downey as court clerk. Last day of work will be January 7th.
We get a motion? Is
I'll make the motion to accept the resignation.
there a second?
I'll-
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Monthly updates. Finance. All right, I've been asked by the treasurer's obviously not here, he's away, to make sure that the managers,
Department heads.
department head managers, and people in authority making purchases are aware of this form. We know the highway commissioner is
Joe
aware
does
of
it.
it.
Joe, you've been doing it, Joe.
You're spot on. I gotta say thank you. You're welcome.
These forms have to be filled out prior to making a purchase. Obviously, if you need a part for a truck, car, something like that, that's essential, you're fine. But if you want to buy something for your department, you have to make sure the funds are available by submitting this form to the treasurer. He'll in turn check the budget lines to make sure there's funding there for it. And then he'll authorize the purchase of whatever it is. Let's say it's a new computer. Well, they gotta fill out the form. But if it's something for your operations of your daily business to keep the village going, of course, those purchases you can make, right? I was asked to make that presentation so that everybody was aware. This was voted on and put in place, I think it was 2 months ago, but it never really took off.
Make a motion to. I want an overtime one, I want one similar in overtime. Authorizing overtime. Thank you.
About this form. You need a new budget, you need your budget.
Okay, I'll let you know. Thank you.
Trustee Marshall, did you have anything on finance besides this?
No, that was just to make sure they sort that out.
Okay.
If I can make one comment on this,
Sure.
I think this is an excellent idea. It helps create accountability, and I would recommend that the board, I think this should be incorporated into our procurement policy, and I don't know if it is specifically listed in that policy. And that's something that I can talk to the treasurer about laying it out in that policy, but I do think that it would be beneficial to this board to have that laid out in their procurement policy.
And months ago, we voted to bring this in quite a while ago. So I don't know if it's in there or not, you gotta look.
Okay. Police Commissioner Fisher.
Good evening. All right, total service calls for the month of November were 590. We had 22 arrests, 252 traffic tickets issued, 5 parking, 1 larceny, 1 drug complaint, 25 motor vehicle accidents, 9 domestics, 10 burglar alarms, 6 assist another agency, 6 disputes or fights, 1 use of force incident, and 252 other calls for service. Couple things on the agenda for tonight. I wanted to see, number one, if there's any update on the constable or police car purchase or lease, if the board has had an opportunity to discuss that.
Better be sitting this.
I wanted to ask you, did anybody contact you, did Tom Morris contact you reference to electric police vehicles and there possibly being a state grant?
He did. Yeah, he asked me if that was something that we were interested in. I told him currently we're not set up for that, so we wouldn't be unless.
What would it
or-
take to get set up for that, seeing as how, you know, I mean, I know it's not optimum, but if we can get a grant for a new police car and it's electric,
Well-
what would we need to do? Put an electric charging
Have to have a
station?
Station there. The biggest issue would be the power from that building. I'm certain would not be able to support it.
Okay.
If I turn a coffee pot on in that building, the lights flicker.
Okay,
So it's just old historic wiring, and
Mm-hmm.
you probably have to rewire the entire building.
okay.
So I told him we were not interested in the electric vehicle at this
We
time.
couldn't do a
Not set up.
standalone like is in the parking lot?
You could always try for grants as well.
Well, I mean, like a
but
standalone car charging, like they have down in the parking lot down there.
From the pole.
You could if it comes straight from the pole, sure.
Well, that's what I'm,
Yeah.
But he got a grant for that, so.
I think even if you can't get it now, I still think we should look into it for the future because we're gonna obviously always need cars.
Yeah.
yeah,
So if we're gonna get free cars or get really good deals on cars.
Yeah.
Why not have them look into it?
There are
Yeah.
a significant number of grants that I believe are still out there for the installation of EV charging stations. And Tom would probably be more up on that topic, but I do know in other municipalities that there are grants available that people are still seeking.
Yeah, there are some grants available. He indicated to me that he could probably get us at least one electric car, but again, you'd have to also set up for the station.
Right, okay.
It just
So then
depends.
we'll talk to Tom about that and go forward to see
Yeah,
what we
I
have to
believe,
do with
the
that.
way he described it to me, the grant is for the cars and not for a station.
Right, right.
There may be some out there for the station as
Station
well.
as well.
I don't know.
I think it would be worth looking into at least, you know.
If you think we could do a standalone off of a pole and set it
Yeah.
all up, then sure.
Yeah,
I don't have an
okay.
issue with it, but
Right.
right now, we're just not set up for it.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
I did talk to the treasurer about the car. His question to me was, is when are you gonna sell the other two cars? Are you gonna sell them first?
Well, no, not until we, knew that we were purchasing other cars, because they are cars being used.
Both of them.
Yep, so we do utilize all the cars there. We have a total of 5. It's just how we use them and how often we use them.
Now, is anybody using the big white SUV in back that's all snow covered and not dug out?
That's gonna stay for Mark. We're supposed to rescind that tonight.
Yeah, I think.
Rescind what?
I think you voted originally to use that as a constable car, but
Yeah.
then there was some issue with whether or not it can.
Yeah, because Max's car needs a transmission, and this car, the light's on again, check engine, because we had an engine put in that, and it's,
Have we brought it over to see?
We have 4
have it
cars with
checked?
check engine lights on. Again, it's just they're old cars.
We could probably wait for the police car during the budget time. Probably
Yeah.
the best time to talk about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could certainly wait and do it on the next budget.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not you wanted to keep paying for the repairs.
well, the cars that are the 2 oldest ones, I would try to not use them.
We don't. They're emergency use cars.
One's Jeff's, that long SUV.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a personal car, but it is the unmarked.
No, the car, he's, the.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what the 2 cars would go for if you sold them? I mean, roughly, conservatively?
Conservatively, you'd be lucky to get maybe 3-4 grand for them each. I contacted the auction house that does it. They come out directly here. They do all the ads. They will set up basically everything, and they take no commission on your end. They take commission on the sale end. So,
I mean, again, I'm okay with selling those 2 if you could sell them and use it to make the payments to the budget time.
yeah.
But I don't wanna order another car, have another insurance, and then we don't sell those 2 cars, and we don't have it in the budget to buy the next car.
Well, you'd certainly be able to sell them at auction. It's just how much you get for them.
Yeah.
What are the constables using now?
When they came in, they used one of our police cars.
Well, I know that I spoke to the mechanic with reference to Max's car, and it's dying, but it's not dead yet. So, the suggestion was to run it till it won't go anymore.
$7 grand for a tranny.
That's absurd. We couldn't put $7,000 into a car that is worth 2.
That's why they got it here, just to nurse it around,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
because you give it,
Okay.
Jason goes,
So then the constables can't have that car, because we might need it for,
for the us.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it either way you want, but if you want to sell the cars first, it's just, we're going to be down 2 cars. So if then we lose a car, we don't have a backup car.
How fast is, when we give them your car, how fast does, the new car come in?
From the time you order it to the time that it's here, you're looking at about a 2-week delivery, but then you also have about anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks for the upfit.
No.
It's not in the budget, so we gotta find the money somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta find money. That's
Well-
why I said we should wait till the budget.
The email that I sent you with reference to the Hyde Park chief, that the Hyde Park chief sent me
Yeah.
with the different things that that place over in Newburgh, I think it was, that they had actually cars.
Yes, Kingston.
Kingston,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Was anybody able to look into that?
Yeah, I spoke to them. They do the same thing, so it doesn't really matter where you buy the car from. If it's
Oh,
the
okay.
dealership, they kind of share the cars,
Right.
so they can ship them to you from wherever. I contacted one in Buffalo that has a whole bunch of cars available also.
Okay.
Um,
Well, he was under the impression that we may be able to get a better deal because they were 2024s, I think, or 2023s, but they were brand new. And they couldn't be sold at that point because that particular dealer was not on contract.
Right. Well, again, if you want to use the contract, you know, you could put it out for mini bid.
Yeah,
If most cars are not on New York State contract.
right,
So if you're purchasing a car, you don't use New York State contract because you're going to get a better deal from the actual dealer.
right,
If you put it out for a mini bid, you're going to get the same exact pricing.
okay.
It's not going to make a difference. It's just however you want to do it. If you want to do it that way because of the procurement policy, that's fine. But you're going to get the same exact pricing.
And I know Ryan was looking into fleet leasing.
Yep. I mean, that's probably the way to go, especially with, you know,
Well, I think
with
that we
budget
could
issues.
probably, I guess originally there weren't enough vehicles, but I'm thinking if we need a new, building inspector vehicle, and we need down the road, we're gonna need very soon, probably 2 new SUVs for the fire department. You know, plus, you know, we may have enough at that point for, that fleet leasing may be a possibility,
Sure.
so,
Well, you could lease now, you just can't do the fleet leasing.
right,
But, yeah, I think I sent you information already on the
Yeah,
leasing. It was
yeah.
somewhere around 5,000.
right.
So,
Right.
you know, you can lease.
I know that
5,000, 5,500, something like that, I think it was for the year.
yeah,
We used to be on a lease program, Jamie Ashworth
Yeah.
worked it out and got it.
Sure. I mean, that's a lot of small municipalities do. If you don't, obviously, not everyone's gonna have, you're trying to replace 3 cars at 60,000 apiece. You know, you're not gonna have $180,000 laying around, but you could lease for 15,000 a year, 3 vehicles.
Yeah, because when the miles racked up, we'd set it aside, not too much, but you put so much on, you figured it out.
Sure.
Right now, the one fire vehicle's 10,000 a year lease for the one Tahoe.
That's a lot. Well, that's a Tahoe
But I think
also.
that's, at the end, we own it.
Yes.
It's lease to own.
Yep, so
And
this
then
is a lease zone. At the very end of the lease,
$1,
it was
right?
$1.
yeah, to buy it,
So when your car was purchased, they did a deferred payment, I believe, was,
They deferred the payment for a year.
so if you could do that with the car,
Yeah.
sell the other 2,
Mhm.
that would get you past the budget.
That, the treasurer can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it really goes to the treasurer office, not mine, but I mean, I can
Well, I mean-
certainly work with them to set it up,
Yes,
so,
because it's just not in the budget for it.
yeah.
And- but
Yeah,
I would rather do that than keep putting thousands of
Well,
dollars.
that's it, and that's why we're just looking for an answer as far as that goes.
The ones-
Yeah, we gotta find the money also.
Yeah,
I realize that, but if the car breaks down, you take it to the shop, where's that money coming from? So it's gotta be coming from a line somewhere.
understand.
Monday, I'll get with Greg and see what we can do.
yeah,
I'll think
Yeah.
something.
The Durango was $43,000, $42,495.
yep. And-
First year from close was actually, 15,924.28
Okay.
for the first year.
Yep, and then the lease option was somewhere around 55, I believe.
Yeah, let me get down here at the bottom.
And as far as the fire vehicles, I would say buy a new fire vehicle, take the old one and give it to another department is another option when it comes to doing that. Exactly like we have
Well, we're
now,
gonna see to bump it back till next year, the payments.
Yeah,
if we can defer the.
Yeah, if we can.
for your car.
Yeah, there's some we discussed. Well, I'll look
We
into
only
it.
need
well,
6.
one of them wants
There was an old highway super,
that's not, look at that
Super
one,
John.
so maybe we should do
He was in the process of coming up with a lease program through Enterprise.
a little more cost.
Highway equipment, police, fire,
It was everybody.
it was everybody.
It was everybody, yeah.
yeah,
So.
Yeah, that's
a
the-
company
that's-
to look at,
that's-
because they already talked to him.
yep.
They
That-
can do that and give us all our vehicles, fire, police, highway.
That's the fleet, yeah, Enterprise only does fleet leasing.
Fleet leasing,
And you have to have 20 vehicles or more.
yeah. They put a limit on
I
it.
don't think we have 20 vehicles
Well,
total.
when John talked to him, it was less, but
It was less,
obviously,
yeah.
times changed.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, I just
Yeah,
spoke to him
pretty
last
close
week.
to 20.
Hmm?
We might have
You
close
need
to
20 vehicles or more.
Yeah, up fire. Close.
I'll have the treasurer get a hold of you.
Okay.
We'll do something, I'll look into it Monday.
Okay, again, I don't mind putting the other 2 up for auction first and seeing if we can get the payments. It's just understand that puts us down those 2 vehicles, which are emergency
Well,
vehicles.
we need the car to start coming and then you can do that. You know
If
what I
we
mean?
do the deferred payment, then it gives you time to sell the other 2 cars.
Okay, I'll talk to him about that, see if that's an option.
I'll be in the
We
office
did do
Monday.
that with yours.
And then
Yeah.
he'll call you.
Okay. Well, actually, yeah, Greg wasn't here for that, but that was set up through the treasurer, the deferred payment?
Yeah.
Because I believe when they bought your car,
The village has done that for many of years when
Okay.
they purchased cars.
Was that through the bank or through the?
The bank, yeah.
Okay.
That was through a bank loan. There was a
Yeah.
very favorable rate at the time, and there was we basically financed that car.
So maybe if you speak with Greg,
Named Ian.
yeah,
Yeah, I got you, Bobby.
I believe when they bought that car, that was not in the budget either.
Which one?
The police commissioner car was not in the budget.
Police commissioner car was not in the budget, a highway truck wasn't in the budget. We just did a water one and that wasn't, we didn't put it in the budget for her.
No, the water truck.
I can work with the treasurer should be involved with this conversation.
Yeah.
See where we can find the money, and then
Yeah.
if there is the money, we can work on how to finance and how to obtain that vehicle.
okay,
Under the procurement policy. That's something we can do. If you are going to be selling
You know.
or putting up vehicles for auction, we would need to declare them
yep,
surplus, so I would need the information.
Yeah.
Make, model, VIN,
correct,
we do a resolution, and then we put them out for auction.
okay.
Saw that.
So I'll wait till Monday, and then, after I hear back from the treasurer,
Yeah.
then I'll reach back out to you with the information.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next item. We already covered the tips line. Thank you for that, by the way. Next item was, I did actually speak with Ian prior to the opening of this meeting about the tickets. So for an update for you on the tickets, we are still working out some of the legalities of the way it's laid out in the fine schedule. So they have not been ordered yet. Hopefully we'll be doing that shortly.
Yeah, I really would like to get that done.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah. I think Ian sent me an email today on it, and so we just need to correct a few things with the New York
Okay.
State. Yeah. What else do I have? Okay, so I've heard a few complaints about the parking enforcement and some vehicle traffic and stuff like that, and I just wanted to ensure everyone, enforcement is occurring, and it's occurring probably more than it has ever since I've been here. Just recently, which aren't reflective on this last, the parking tickets that I read, because that's November. Our last snowstorm, we had one officer who wrote 62 parking tickets himself in one night. So they are getting written. We can't be on every single street at every single time of the day.
Yeah, but
We are doing our best.
the only thing I ask is when it's snowing or something, and these guys are out, see if you can get a cop with them, because then we.
Yeah, they call. Joe calls me anytime it snows, and he asks me if we can get someone out, and I think
Well, if
someone has
possible,
come out
can-
every single
Come
time.
out every time.
is it
Yeah.
possible for an officer to shadow their truck, one of their trucks?
Well, they could, but
Actually-
while they stop to write one parking ticket, that
Yeah,
truck's gonna
that's
be
true,
long
that's
gone.
I got news for you.
But-
I filled up the memory on my phone trying to take pictures of all the cars.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
be able to keep up with us. No, I
What
have to
happened?
take pictures.
So right now, what we do is we write summonses for them, and
Right.
they get stuck to the car, and
But
then that's it. But the car still sits there.
But my question is, that part of the law is it gets ticketed and towed.
Yeah.
Why is it not getting towed?
Should be calling, Lee's got an impound.
Yeah.
Call Lee up.
Well, wait a minute. Let me talk about this now. I have 6 plow trucks out. The last thing I need now are a dozen tow trucks out with 6 plow trucks and cops.
No, just,
Well,
So-
I disagree with you. I think they should be towed, impounded, and a $500, whatever the impound is, make them pay for it. Because every snowstorm is getting worse and worse and worse. So either tow
Well, I was gonna bring this up when I was speaking. You wanna talk about it
them, or
now?
do away with the law.
Why don't you let him finish?
Okay. They
It's coming back, we're coming back.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna circle back to
Yeah, we'll circle
that.
back.
Yeah, usually what we do is we work with highway, so if they say like they can't get their plows through, or it's a issue with an emergency vehicle, then that vehicle gets towed.
Okay,
Otherwise, they're out running around, answering regular calls, keep in mind during snowstorms, they're answering accidents.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So, they are writing tickets, they are out there, and that's when we, not all the time do we have 2 officers on the road at the
Right.
same time. Unfortunately, we can't plan, a snowstorm tomorrow, make sure you have 2 officers available.
When this law first came out, you were towing in the beginning, correct? Some cars got towed.
No,
No
just
cars
ticketed.
ever got towed? I thought they did.
No, the only time we tow is when we did overnight cleanups of the main
Yeah.
street.
Okay. Cars get towed, I didn't know when, but I knew they.
Yeah, no, Tommy called me, I think that when the law was first, and he said, yeah, we have to do some cleanups on certain roads, and those vehicles were towed. So, but, you know, for us to get out, and then we're gonna have to call a tow truck for every single, you know, one that's out there.
They'd love to come tell them, I'm sure.
They would tell them, I guarantee you, people would
Yeah.
park on the streets after that.
Yeah,
Lee's the
another reason we probably need our own impound lot.
Well,
Well,
he's got one right in the village, he's
Lee-
here, so.
That's- I
Well,
keep
that's the
calling
issue that I have, is that it's a cost to the village. It's a cost to the village taxpayers, and it's taxing on these guys that have been out all night already. So they should be towed. That's part of the law, they should be towed. A tow truck should be called, and they should be towed. I'm not saying that your officers have to sit there till the tow gets there. I'm just saying, put a ticket on it, call the tow truck, or for that matter, we can actually, like, wonder if we could do like they do in,
Just tow it.
well, what I'm saying is, you know, like, there's a lot of places where you can't, like BJ's, you can't park your car there with a for sale sign on it, because there's a regular tow truck that has a contract with them that'll go around
Those are on
and
private
pull it.
lots mostly.
Huh?
Yeah, that'd be on a private lot or
Yeah,
something.
probably.
Yeah, that, but
Wouldn't be
I
on a
know,
public
but I'm
street.
saying, can't we just, can the village contract with a tow company to do that?
We would go off the village
No,
tow.
you have to go with the village judge.
You have to go off the village tow trucks, okay.
So since
There's
we're
case
talking
law.
about this, I've been riding around with them, I've been going in. I can do that if you want me to, if you give me the procedure and the call numbers,
Yeah,
so.
and then maybe that's the way we could do it. I mean,
Yeah.
it might be the easiest way, if you're out riding around and, or Tommy or anyone else and
I was
says,
in the truck with them.
yeah, and say, hey, here's an issue, you
That's how I
know.
got most of my pictures. I was in the
Yeah.
truck with them and I
Yeah.
gave up, I guess, my phone.
The last storm was ridiculous, the amount of cars that. you
And we're
guys
also, yeah, and we're talking about
Yeah.
overtime on top
That's
of
the
that, because
law.
once these people
And-
finally
and
clear
more
their
salt.
cars,
More salt and overtime.
Right.
I think if you rescind the law, the cars are still parked down the street, because these are daytime pictures, am I correct?
No, some of these pictures work, but at night.
At night
The
too?
first time we went out, what was it, 7 o'clock we went out at
And
night?
they would still park on
And
the
all
street.
over the place, 7 o'clock at night.
So that old.
They're there from, what, you notice them because the cars are parked there and they know what they're doing because wipers are up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow's on them for 3
Yeah.
days.
But
I
the
mean,
old
it's-
law was only for no overnight parking, so
It's
there
already
was
out.
But that let us clean up the roads because once they took their cars off, right, they'd come in at night and one sweep through the village in what, 2 hours, 3 hours?
Yes.
And the whole village would be cleaned up.
Got it,
We don't have that window anymore, there's always cars on the street.
I agree, I know, trying to come down the hill, there's so much snow.
It's
they can't
cheaper
even
to
park.
pay the
Yeah.
fine than it is to pay the
It is,
park.
it's cheaper to pay to find a
Told the
parking.
same thing.
Told the
Somebody
cars,
says,
the
"Why
tolls
are
are
so
expensive."
small?
They gotta start
I'll just
tolling.
deal with it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Start telling
So
them,
they say, ticket it,
okay.
tell them.
that's it.
It's in the law to tell them, we should start following the law.
Well, my question is gonna be, do we wanna change back to the old rule where they have to get off every night? Because then we can ticket them every night, then it starts to add up at $40 a night. Because then they're gonna start taking them off the street when it comes $500-600 a month for parking on the street.
I think you should combine the laws to begin with together, because, well, it's hard to do, businesses are trying to, you can't really move during the day, so.
I mean, that's another trip hazard too, is technically they're, as soon as the warning goes out or whatever it is over the weather channel, they're technically supposed to be off the road.
Yes.
That's all day,
Current law,
24/7. That's
Businesses have to close. during
24
daytime
before the
business.
storm, 24 after the storm.
Not a good
So,
law.
I think the overnight parking
It should go
during
back
a
to the law.
snowstorm definitely should be prohibited.
Should go
And
back
then
to
if
the
you
law.
did that.
well,
at
that's
least
what
you
it
could
is,
tell
but no one follows it, so.
So then start telling them. If you're gonna come in at night, start telling them.
If that's what you want, the next time I'll, give me the tow list.
I mean,
And I'll start
obviously
home.
during the day, you can't, businesses have to operate, so you can't make a move. And you guys have to deal with that, it is what it is, that's everywhere. But at nighttime, if they haven't moved at nighttime for you guys to come in and finish plowing, they should be towed.
but the law doesn't say anything about day or night. The law says you can't be on the road from the time it snows to the 24 hours after or something like that. That's what the law says. So if it snows at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they should be off the road.
Correct. You're gonna have a lot
But
of businesses
if you
upset.
do
Well-
that, now businesses have to close.
Yes,
That's not fair. to
I'll be
business.
honest with
I-
you,
yeah.
I gave them a lot of leeway because when I first came down, it was 5 o'clock. There were a lot of cars, I saw a lot of people walking to the cars. At 7 o'clock, a lot of cars were moved, but a
Right.
lot of them weren't.
But here's the thing, I'm not talking about the business district, that's not our road. That's the state road.
But it's still in the village, and they
enforceable.
still have to be enforced, because the state wants it enforced.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, if we start enforcing and towing every car that's on the street, that includes the business district.
Because
Well-
when we changed the signs over, Tommy took the old signs down, and the state called, correct?
Yeah.
Wanted to know where those signs went. And you,
But my point is, there's no time on the law.
the time is when the
The
national.
time, a snowstorm can start at 8 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and your car still should have to be off, you know.
Nobody abides by it.
Nobody.
There is,
Not a single
there is a
person.
time in the
Yeah.
law. It does state time.
It does,
There's a
yeah.
process for the initiation of
Okay,
the start time
Well-
upon which you need to remove your vehicle, as well as an end time when you can.
Yeah, you have it written as 24 hours before, 24 hours after.
I just never thought the law should have
So
been,
that means if you're if the emergency is to start tomorrow at 8 a.m., any car on that street currently is getting towed.
right.
If that's what you're asking us before the snowstorm, that's what we would end up doing.
Yeah, I don't really want that, obviously.
I don't want anybody to
All
be
right,
towed
we're gonna
before
have
the
to figure
storm.
this out.
But
Okay.
please figure it out sooner rather than later.
Yes,
If we could actually make time in executive possibly,
Yeah, I'd like
well,
to do
we're
that.
gonna decide, let Dave move on with his.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's it, pretty much for me. The last thing I just wanted to mention is that we are hiring still. Any part-time police officers, constables who are interested, to please contact our agency. You must have valid police or peace officer certification.
Is that
all-
on their website? Because all the ones I read, they have done.
No, we've received quite a few applications so far. About 99% of them do not have valid certification.
Has that been put out on Indeed?
It was, yeah.
Okay,
it's also on the website.
Yeah.
Oh, is
it's
it?
on- It's
Okay.
on the web, and it was put out in Indeed, I think, in Craigslist.
okay.
It's just, that's the biggest issue is right now, is people are applying who don't have the valid certification.
Right.
And they have to have that. And then that's it for me. I wish everyone a happy and safe New Year's.
Thank
And
you.
That's it.
You
Oh,
working?
I'm sorry, I do have one more thing. If possible, I'd like to come into executive session for 5 minutes for personnel.
Okay.
All right, legislative trustee Cemento's not here. Does anybody have anything for him? Highway, Superintendent Nicholas.
I guess we already beat to death the snow in the cars, so I don't need to talk too much. As far as extra money, I do want to sell the weed boat come February or March, because if I wait 2 more years, it's going to be garbage. So that will be money coming back into coffers and maybe go towards the car or
Towards
something.
the lake.
I'm sorry?
That would go towards the lake
It goes
boat.
towards lakes.
Has to say.
Okay, then, but yeah, I'm gonna be getting rid of that. We talked about the snow event, the boathouse had graffiti on it again. We'll wait till spring till we try to power wash it off because it's kinda cold for that right now. Unless we put a camera back there, it's just gonna keep happening. But I'll also say that, except for the graffiti, I don't see maybe a bottle or a little bit of litter. It's generally not a place that's trashed every weekend. Just every now and again, the graffiti goes up.
Put a trail cam back there.
Well, it's up to you guys if you want to do that. I don't care. But if we don't do that, it's every 4 or 5 months, it's going to get graffiti from what I'm seeing so far. So, I'm sorry?
I say put a trail cam back there and just keep changing the cards.
I say sell the boathouse.
We have one, Joe.
Box
You want
up.
to set one up?
Okay, sure.
Just so you know,
It's the boat factory.
it's the boathouse. It's never been changed. It's the boathouse.
I'm just, okay,
Actually, it depends on which side of the building you're looking at.
Never been formally changed, so.
Because
Okay.
on one side of the building, it says the box factory, the other side, it says the
I was
boat.
trying to make a joke like the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah.
This is the building formerly known as a boathouse. Maybe we
Okay.
could get a medallion for that one too.
Yeah,
So, I was being facetious when I made that comment.
Me too.
Flagpole, we have a flagpole sitting there, that I guess is supposed to go up there. That's where,
That goes in, the park next door,
Darrigan Park.
Bergen Park,
in which park?
There's some
right next door to it.
I know exactly where it goes.
Okay,
Some conduit that's coming out of the ground. I think they're gonna move that conduit away from that tree a little bit more, John.
They are?
Yeah, because the flagpole's too close to the tree and the flag's gonna get caught, so that conduit has to get moved.
Yeah, it's
Do
gotta
you
go
know
a
about
little
that maybe?
more towards the lake.
You're gonna have to pour a slab or however you, a tube.
What we
Came with-
normally do,
It came with something, I didn't get into it deep because.
we'll find a good spot for it where
Yeah.
it's not gonna get ripped.
Yeah.
And take a 4-foot sono tube, 12 inches.
It came with all the stuff, supposedly it came with all the stuff to install and everything.
Usually,
I've never personally installed a flag, so I'm not
I
gonna.
watched them do one in front of the village hall here. and-
I've watched, never mind.
usually it's galvanized pipe. You put it in there, brace it up, and fill it with
Huh?
sand,
Yeah.
rock on top.
So you put it in the box factory or the boat factory, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Boathouse.
It's in the boathouse,
It's inside?
the box house, yes, inside.
Fox Factory.
The old highway garage.
Box.
So,
Box
that is the soapbox.
And as far as, they did a lot of plowing last 2 snowstorms since the last meeting. A lot of overnight stuff too, so,
He did a good job.
yeah.
I'd like
What
to
I've
say
seen.
they did an outstanding
Yeah.
job under far less than ideal conditions.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Out
If,
early, I saw.
if there is,
Saw you guys out early.
if there is an interest from the board to sell the
Yeah.
weed boat,
We were told.
perhaps we
Always.
can combine everything that we're looking to sell, we'll do one
That's
resolution
what I was
to
mentioning
declare
again.
everything
We
as
haven't used it
surplus.
in what, 3 years?
Well,
2
why-
years.
2 years, there's weeds growing up through it right now, but if we're using a chemical, we're not gonna be using a weed boat and a chemical, correct? If,
While you're talking about that though, there's a lot of fuel in the end, in the shed at the end of Spring Street, diesel fuel. We gotta get that out of
My
there.
bad.
he just,
For
he just,
blacktop spraying.
he just got excited. He,
2 55-gallon drums.
you talked to a highway garage about diesel fuel, he just got excited, don't worry about it.
So you might have to use it for blacktop.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. A lot.
We'll find a use. Okay,
All right, thank you.
that's all I got.
So on Rule Street. No, I was kidding.
Do we have anything on
Um,
fire?
I got more on the highways. You guys brought up the cars parked. There's another big issue with snow is people discharging their snow on the roads.
Yep.
Taking it from the sidewalks, throwing it in the roads. They're very arrogant about it. Snow blowers looking at me, waving at us as they're blowing it back in the road. And we stopped numerous times. Can't blow in the roads, against the law, have to blow in the yard, and they go, I don't care. So this is all over the village. This is not related to one spot. It is
Plow it back.
all over the village.
I want to speak. I want to speak. Not for nothing, I got 6 calls that the snow is inside their fence. And I'm one of the complaints.
Yeah.
Your snow from the road is inside my fence. Any day that happens, it should not happen. Tommy Marshall always told you, keep it away from the curb. And then at the end of the night, you come by slow and push it up against the curb. There's no need to go down that road at 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Somebody should talk to the state then on South Avenue.
Well, the state's different, I don't have, you can't say.
I mean, we've been pushing snow like that since I've
They
been
always
pushing.
push up against the
I
curb.
You always
know,
push up against the curb
Take as
and,
much as you can while you can.
yeah, but don't put it into people's front yards, I'm telling you.
well, if anything, I'm helping you.
We just ask that they put
If
their
you're gonna do that,
driveways.
shovel the front yard, the driveway,
The
sidewalk.
driveway should go in the grass, and what's on the sidewalk should go in the grass, not in the road, because the road doesn't melt. It sits
The
in the
road
road.
will melt. We always, for years, when I ran that big loader, put it right, Franklandale was the first, all
You
the
put all
time.
the snow in the middle of the street.
Not in the middle of the street, and on our side. And then at the end, you guys would come, we'd pick a day and take it away.
You're doing it wrong.
I think
You don't, well, you weren't around then, Tommy, or Kozak, you weren't even.
Some-
Because back then, the water department didn't plow. All they did was shovel the hydrants.
17 years ago.
That's quite a while ago.
Quite honestly, I've never had any problem when I push it up back a little bit. I just go out a couple of hours later and pick up the scrapings and throw them back onto my lawn. I've never had a problem with them running the curb.
Some people get out real early.
There's some roads that we have to run the curb because they're narrow roads.
Yeah, we're in the narrowest road in the village, so they run my curb all the time. If they didn't, you would have a motorcycle going down the middle path, that'd be about it. So,
It's just more cleanup if you leave.
Our 2 streets are tough.
Forget
I'm
it.
sorry?
Our 2 streets are
Our-
very tough.
Yeah, we have the narrowest two-way street in the village. That's why there's no parking on it now.
Yep.
So they kind of have no choice but to run a curb.
I mean, our job is to take the snow from the road and put it off the road,
Correct.
to make it safe for the travelers, so I get what everybody's saying. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I live in New York also, so I have to go home after I've been doing this all night and do the same thing that you guys do every day.
Yeah,
I think you should
So-
start calling the cops out when you see people snow blowing in the road.
Well, that's my next question
We need
is,
this.
where do we go? Who's in charge of?
We're gonna start, like I do.
There is a law.
Everything
So-
on
so-
the other
so
side of
what-
my curb.
What
That's
do
all
we
we're
do?
asking.
We
That's all we're
call them,
asking.
And then what
Not
happens?
into the road, but
Send
on the
someone
curb.
You ticket them?
Sure. Or if you
it's
have
against,
your-
it's a VTL, right?
Yeah.
Isn't, yeah, that's a VTL law.
Yeah.
So, but there's no car to write a ticket to, who do you,
No, it's just
To
a
the owner.
okay,
The homeowner.
okay.
That was it.
And if they're a contractor
Alright.
doing their driveway?
Almost to the
It
homeowner.
should- Yeah, still goes to the
Still,
homeowner.
okay, okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And on another hand, off the snow, everything's been going pretty well inside the shop. Outside, we've been doing some patching here and there for normal winter patchwork. Everybody knock on wood right now, but we've been pretty lucky. Everything's been staying together and running really smooth. Just some small hiccups here and there, nothing crazy. And I just want to give a good heads up to my guys. They've been, and thanks to the water department for helping out with snow at late nights, early mornings, and my guys have been killing it out there. Been doing a good job. I'm very proud of them, and
They absolutely
we get
did.
some thank yous from people and some not so thank yous when we plow them in. But
Well, I was calling you a few names myself when I was
Oh,
out
yeah,
there
yeah,
shoveling the
yeah.
ice, but I did email first, saying thank you.
yeah,
Have you noticed the roads heaving a lot late in like last couple of weeks? Have you seen a lot of that?
it's gonna happen. Yeah, we see it every year. Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
on West Street where it starts going down the hill to the lake,
Mhm.
Ralph D'Angelo's called, he wanted me to tell you guys there's a big crack going across the road. I said it's probably heaving, but if you're out that way, just take a look at it. He was worried that the water line was
No,
leaking.
No,
the summertime it'll go
Yeah.
back down.
I told him it was probably heaving.
Yeah.
He just called me a little while ago on that.
My sidewalk moves up and down.
Yeah, there was a manhole at the end of Church Street in Maine. Did you see how much that's sinking because the road's heaving there? It's bad.
That's on Main Street.
No, I know, I'm just saying that stuff is heaving.
One side is.
Definitely happens quite often.
Welcome to the Northeast,
Yeah.
that's what it does.
I'll definitely take
Yeah, look at that. He was worried that there was a water line across there, but he said he didn't see any water coming out, but I'm sure it's fine.
You would see the water.
Yeah.
All right. John?
All right, anything on fire?
Do you have anything, John?
Why not water yet?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was there any reports on the, fire truck?
No, still waiting for the,
I wanna say that, talking to the chief, I think it was maybe come back in February, don't hold me to that. Might come back.
So
All
it can be
fixed?
repaired.
It looks, I think it's looking that way.
yeah, the frame wasn't bent or anything.
See,
And Jason's truck has been repaired, just,
Repaired.
it's just waiting for the detailing.
Yeah.
He's got it back.
Building department,
Okay, so Max isn't here, obviously. For new permits, we have 21, 16 closed permits, 15 expiring, 14 violations, 5 complaints, and our fees were $66.93. That's it.
Teresa, do you know if, do you know if Max went out today or, Mark with reference to the snow removal?
So neither one were in today,
Oh, okay,
but Max was out yesterday. He gave out a bunch of snow
okay,
violations.
okay.
Supposedly Friday, he's gonna go out and do some,
Yes.
I'm told,
Okay,
He's going out Friday.
paint on Main Street with a big pile of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
And
thank you.
garbage cans.
well, this is a construction site.
we talked about the lake
Yeah.
safety. I'd like to thank the board for giving me permission to reach out to the village engineer at the last meeting to check for asbestos in the police station basement. He elected not to do it because he lacks the expertise to do it and suggested that I go out and hire a firm that does asbestos evaluation. And there are 2 companies in the area that do that. One responded to my request and one did not. Quest, that is local, did a proposal in detail here.
How much were they though?
And they will do the evaluation, would be an inspection of the labor, PLM bulk sample analysis with 3 samples, travel and miscellaneous materials for $652. Now, the reason I want this is because not only do we have an opportunity to move some of those pipes now, is in the future, we'll be able to label all the pipes as to what material is in there, so if they want to remove stuff in the future, it's all marked.
John,
Whether it's
how much,
insulation material, or it's asbestos, or it's paper. Right now, we don't
So
know.
they're gonna put it in writing that it's not asbestos.
I'm sorry, what was the price again?
$652.
All right, that's what I wrote
It is
down.
asbestos. Well, for $652, and they're gonna put it in writing telling us it's not asbestos and you guys can
Or-
cut it
no.
out yourself, then I'm okay with that.
They're gonna
because-
tell us what it is.
Okay, that's fine. It's better than going in there and cutting and find out it is asbestos and our guys are.
They're not gonna tell us what it is, they're gonna tell us it's not asbestos or it is asbestos. In PLM stands where I used to do this, polarized light, my CrossFit, they'll do it on site, on their place.
So do you recommend we do it as a safety precaution?
At this point, we have, at
For
this point, we have
$600,
to.
I think we should.
Yeah, at this point, we have to.
Yeah,
If
okay.
an inspector voiced concern, we have to
Because
say.
I don't really want the guys that are cutting asbestos.
The long runs are glass, the elbows, if they're mudded, and I think they may have been mudded, that'd be the only.
As the material, as the inspection manager,
Deep-
I want to
deep
be there
stuff.
with them. I want to know what it is, and if I have to order labels to go around and put on all the pipes, I will take care of
This
that.
is what you did for a living, correct?
John, can I ask you a question about that? John, if they determine it to be asbestos, those pipes run through like our locker rooms, the bathroom, everywhere else.
Right, all the way up to the radiator.
Correct. Is that an issue for our officers who are in there every single day?
If it's not disturbed, it's not an issue.
It doesn't crumble,
Correct.
deteriorate?
Correct. If it's not disturbed, it's not
You
an
don't
issue.
touch it, you don't put any friable in the atmosphere.
Okay.
And why are we even doing this? Is
Literally,
this a
you're picking at it,
necessity
that's the
to do
issue.
these
We'll
pipes?
stop doing that.
Those pipes you can't take
Or
out.
else
the
cutting
pipes
it.
are sewer.
Wait a
Those pipes
minute,
are
let's
sewer
go back,
water.
let's go back.
Do we have to take these pipes out?
They're
Let's
used
go back a
pipes.
minute.
Got off track here.
I had it all set up for two guys to go down there, cut all the pipes out, and take them out of the building.
They're not being.
And then it was, oh geez, we don't have to pay $1,000 to have that done, we can do that ourselves.
Okay, so let's say it was asbestos and you had those guys do that, then you jeopardize everybody.
Yeah,
So,
but you,
I
John-
don't wanna do that
I would
either.
have to rely on the contractor to know.
John,
what it
here's
was.
the thing I wanna know, those pipes aren't being used? The
No.
sewer pipes, none
No,
of
what happened was, somebody made a decision to take the boiler out.
that? Yeah,
So when they took the boiler out, they didn't take the pipes with it. Not only the pipes, but there's other obstacles there too.
yeah, cause, yeah.
So I said, okay. They wanted to do some work down there. I said, fine. I got a hold of people. They're ready to come in. They're all charged up. They got the truck and everything that's needed to do it. And oh, no, we can do that ourselves. Okay, I walked away from it. That's what I do. I walked away from it, and then we found out, oh, we're gonna send the highway guys down there with sawzalls and they're gonna do it.
You can't.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna work. They'd have to get all suited up, I guess. We didn't know what kind of material it was. So nothing happened. So then I said, well, I'll find out from the village engineer if it's asbestos or not. And you were very generous and allowed me to call him. And he says, no, I don't really wanna do that.
Joe, have you looked at?
Go somewhere else, which I did. It's $652. I mean, we can talk about this for the next 8 board meetings if you want, but I'd like to spend the $600, find out what it is, label it once or not for all, and go forward. That's it. Now, if we can't afford that, I understand that. We'll just leave it the way it is. I'm fine with that too.
Is that like the records in Spring Street, they're still there, nobody removed them?
Yes. Walt, you looked at all these pipes, correct, Walt?
I didn't take a look at the elbows to see if they were packed. I believe the pipes are wrapped with fiberglass, but you have to actually look at it.
Okay. So what's your recommendation? You did this for your whole life and,
My recommendation right now is to put everything on hold and not spend any more money at this time.
okay. I'll take your recommendation.
Good. Now, that's that.
Right.
Now, the insurance company, 9-year, has inspected our all of our stuff for safety. And they're not gonna come back and do any more buildings. They feel that they've done an adequate amount. I will be getting a report of their findings very shortly. And then we'll start taking corrective action if there's some stuff that really needs to be fixed. And that's it for now.
All right.
So there was nothing egregious, because normally they would tell you if something was immediate.
What?
There was nothing egregious. They would have told you if something was,
I was with the inspector every step of the way. We're talking about some fire extinguishers that were outdated,
yeah.
an exit light burned out. If it was something that was really very important, I would tell you and we would fix it right away. As a matter of fact, I met with the building inspector and asked him to go around and point out what he feels should be corrected and not wait for the report.
All right.
Okay, that's safety and security. Recreation.
Not much going on with recreation. Next event will be Easter, so we'll be looking for volunteers to help with that. Easter egg, you know.
Stuff in
You're shaking your head yes over there, Tommy. Thank you. Come up and help us with that. So yeah, nothing going on with recreation.
Other than you need more volunteers, right?
We're gonna need volunteers. Yes, Rose, you can come help us stuff.
Absolutely.
The Christmas tree, yes, so that's a big topic.
Yes, I was gonna say, can you update everybody on the
I
Christmas
wasn't
tree?
here for that negotiation of that contract, but though it seems as, they found squirrels chewed the wires, and I guess we found that out after the fact that we spent the $2,500, so I'm not quite sure who got that contract, but I'm not for doing that next year, that's for sure.
That contract was done by the Park Commission.
Yes, it was. I can take you back to the meeting where that person came forward and wanted $2,500, and it was, it was a great deal, et cetera, et cetera.
We're gonna take
And
care of
I don't know what we're paying for at this point.
So, obviously, they said that they found squirrels chewed the wires when they were fixing it in November. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's what they said, they found that the squirrels were chewing the wires, correct?
Why didn't they tell us in November?
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering, why we
Yeah.
didn't know in November.
Well, what is the maintenance
All I can tell you is this,
I don't
20
know.
years of doing that, I've never seen the lights
You
go
would think
on.
it
Didn't
gets
cover
worse.
anything.
We never spent $2,500,
Yeah.
so next year, I'm not voting to do that.
Nope.
The volunteer firemen used to do it for us, let's give them the $1,000 to put the lights up for us and let it keep the money in the village. Buy the lights at Home Depot.
Terry wanted them to go this way.
Well, the problem is with that,
Not
is the
this
trees
way.
move, and it just shreds them. Unfortunately, the tree just moves
Well,
too
that's how
much.
they go now.
Well, the whole purpose of the maintenance contract,
That's why you want that guy with the contract, yeah, to go around.
Well, I don't know why the lights lasted not even a month.
One section went
Well-
out by the library, and now the whole thing's off, so I don't.
well, because it had to be it had to be taken down.
Because it was,
It looked ridiculous.
tree was off.
I mean, I don't know what we
Turn it
spent
off. It's
$2,500
embarrassing
for.
to have a tree not.
Well, that's what I don't understand. We had a maintenance contract for $2,500, $5,000 originally to put the lights on the tree.
Right.
Okay? And then it was gonna be $2,500 for maintenance. Maintenance, and the whole purpose was they were leaving the lights on the tree.
Yes.
Or is that the only tree that has squirrels in the whole United States? I mean, that wasn't something that could have been
I've been
checked.
To
I've been
agree with you,
doing it-
Rose, when you have a contract for something and something goes out, even if it's a week before Christmas, it should have been fixed
Well,
immediately.
That's my
That's
point.
the point of the
Why is everybody shocked that there was squirrel activity in lights that you kept up all year round, and we're paying $2,500 to have to have those lights maintained? Well, maintained to me means get them in working order,
Well,
and do whatever you need to do to get them in working order.
Kevin, you've been doing this a long time. Do you ever remember the tree going out?
No.
Ever? And I don't either, so.
Because they kept
Me
the
and you would go
lights
down
on the
and check
tree
the
all
tree in
year.
Beginning of November, we made it the lights, and we got home the lights.
Hung the lights, volunteers helped us do it.
Yep.
and that
We're
was-
definitely looking at a different way next year, that's for sure.
All right, John, let's.
All right.
Yes, because from what
Well,
John's
thanks
telling
for
me,
that,
the
trustee
contract-
McCormick. Court, trustee Benka.
So, do you have the contract, actually, can we go back a second, John? Do you have the contract so Ian can look at the contract
The contract for what?
for the tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I would like for him to look at that contract. He should have looked at it before it got authorized, but hey,
Well,
I wasn't on the
don't even
board
know if
then.
He was here when, was he here when they did that, Kevin? I don't remember.
That's a good point, and I'm glad you said that. Everyone should know that any contract, to any extent, should go to me, and I in turn will send it to the village attorney.
Correct.
It's always been that way.
Before it gets signed, it should always go to the village attorney.
Every,
Who's the
Every-
contractor?
Yep.
Is that Neem or something, or who's the contractor?
Neve.
need, they're out by the airport.
I know.
When you read that contract, they covered everything that they would not guarantee. Snow, sleet, wind, rain, animals, you name it,
Is that it there?
It's
not us.
I don't know how to send it to him.
I just sent it to him.
Winds over 40
Oh, you
miles
did?
an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, we have them all.
Okay, court, trustee Vanka.
Okay, hang on, just let me get there, if you guys don't mind. Okay, for November, they took in $10,154, and I'm pretty sure that's before the surcharges go on to New York State. So probably about half of that is stayed here. The court case is criminal 70, V&T 81, civil 4. We also have a request from the, from Judge Fiorella for hiring a person 20 hours, a court clerk for 20 hours, part-time. That will, I believe, we should probably discuss at executive as to whether or not that's gonna.
Replacement.
Yeah, he's requesting part-time, 20-hour per week, court clerk, starting salary $22.68 per hour. And that's all I have on court.
Okay, Cobbler Building.
And I'm still waiting for the report from the engineer. Donnie, I believe, spoke with him. I called him. He never called me back. That was about a month ago. And then Donnie contacted him and he said he did send the report. I've checked with Max and I've checked with John. They don't have it, so we're gonna have to ask him to send it again. And that's all I have on the Cobbler Building.
Okay,
The steps are bad.
Trimuni. We're still working on I&I, that's the illicit discharge of water going into the sewer system. Special thanks to Max Deo and his team, and John Kozak and his team for checking when they're in a basement or somewhere in a business where they notice illicit pipe going into the sewer system for water, storm water, or groundwater. They've already found some. So at least we're doing something about it. As far as the repairs and all the millions of dollars that's needed by Tri-Muni to fix and increase the capacity, that's a whole nother animal, and attorneys are working on that. That's it.
I don't understand how we're increasing our capacity when we're not using our capacity now. Are we using our capacity?
The plant's not making what it was rated for, and that's where a lot of the problem is.
But our capacity is, we're still under our capacity.
But all three entities are, but the plant's still,
Yeah, but if it rains, we use more, because it leaks.
yes.
Oh, under the threshold.
That's
If the plant's not at capacity, and you're below your capacity, by you going to your capacity, you're only gonna make the problem worse, right?
That's not what I'm saying. If we're at capacity 100 and we're only using capacity 50, and in 34 times supposedly in the last 3 years, on 34 different days, we went over our capacity. But as a whole, we're under our capacity.
Correct.
So that doesn't sound like an us problem, it sounds like a they problem.
Well, again, the plant's
There's
not
arguments
performing properly.
with
It's
the
not-
town of Wappinger saying the same thing. They're under their capacity.
Yeah.
and so is
Everybody's under
Poughkeepsie.
capacity, yeah.
So all three are under their capacity, but the plant can't process it. So that's where the issue is, why can't the plant process it?
Again, that
They
sounds
need
like,
that big, get bigger.
it sounds like a they problem, not us.
Unfortunately, the they is worth part of the owner. So there is no.
They is
own
us.
They are all,
It's us.
yeah.
We are they. We are 1/3 of they, and that's what the issue is.
So if I can weigh in, just, this matter, I believe, is gonna be strongly contract-driven. These contracts, I believe the original contracts date back to 75 or 78. There were a number of different amendments, I think the most significant of which, in relation to where we're at now, those amendments were done, I believe, in the 90s. So I am starting to look at that, and I will be able to give a report in the upcoming weeks with regards to this. This needs to be evaluated, but the obligations, I believe, are going to be largely contract-driven. So that, at that point there, until I can evaluate and go through all, like, it's a long history, there's a lot of documents, until we can go through that, I won't be able to fully apprise the board then, until then.
But when you say they is us, we don't seem to have much say over this.
We're the biggest shareholder.
So where is our say in this?
We do have the biggest share.
Okay, but where, if it's, how come we're not even getting informed on it, much of this stuff? I'm just
I
hearing
think
about-
that's what Ian's talking about
I
the
realize that
contract
this
being,
has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And we have not been getting reported back to for years, because I watch these board meetings. Have you gotten information back over the years? No. We've had representatives going there, and for 2-3 years, I mean, you sat on the board, how many reports did you get back from trying this?
Not many,
None.
yeah.
So if it's us, why are we not getting this information? Now we are.
Well, they're getting last I heard, and that was a year ago, they were supposedly getting bids for making it large. That's why we had to put $1,000 up, remember?
Yeah, they want to.
Here's the latest threat. DEC says you're polluting the Hudson River.
Well, we knew that was coming.
So again, I'm just gonna interrupt for a moment.
$7,000.
I
You better do something about this.
I'm just gonna interrupt
You
for a
better do
moment.
something, Not Village of Wappingers Falls or the other guests or the town kids.
Guys,
Listen to the attorney.
so, again, the DEC is involved. There is a consent order that's involved. That document needs to be reviewed and reviewed back to the contractual language. This is largely a legal issue at this point, and until all those documents have been reviewed, and there's a significant history that needs to be looked into there. And until I do that, I cannot apprise the board as to what that means. So that is happening now. We are going through it, and I will keep the board posted.
Who's the attorney? Craig Roberts down there?
Craig Roberts is-
For what? Tri-Muni?
Yes.
Is
Or is
Ian?
it Al Roberts?
No, it's Ian.
No,
No,
no.
down there, I've never seen it.
Man,
But it was Al.
why don't you let him answer?
Ian is is the attorney for Tri-Muni. Ian McDonald, not Ian Lindars. It's the only two Ian attorneys in the county.
We've got them both. How nice is that?
Ian McDonald is counsel for Tri-Muni.
All right, Mayor, Board,
I have,
I have something too.
no, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
don't know if we might be on the same page. Or,
Oh, I don't know.
I would like to bring back the highway department or not bring back, but, well, yeah, I guess bring back. But we need the police department's help also. In our parking lots, we have an issue with the snow in the parking lots and tripping hazards, falling hazards, suing hazards. I would like to shut the parking lot down on a night, and so the highway department can come in the next day and plow and scrape both parking lots. Maybe we can coordinate one night, shut down this one, the next night shut down that one. And also, it is, I don't know if we need the law, but there is we have a sign posted saying the parking lots will be cleaned on every first Monday of the month, and that sign is from Franny Reese parking lot up on West Main Street, and that one says Tuesdays and Thursdays, the parking lot will be shut down. I would like to bring that back, because these parking lots, they do need some maintenance. The grass needs to be mowed. No, these guys don't want to go in there and scrape, or, mow grass and put it on cars and
somebody's
cause
car
damage and stuff like that.
plow or something.
So I'd like to get that back and going again.
Yep, I think it's important to do.
And we definitely need to clean it up because of the cars that were parked there. When our highway department goes in and plows the parking lot, they only do a loop, because they can't plow the parking lot with cars parked there. So all cars gotta be out. I'm sure there's some monuments that sit in there that don't move. Maybe they could be towed out. Once again,
So if you pick a night and put a notice on the car 2 days ahead of time, give them 2 days to be out that night, will that
yeah.
work?
I mean, we
Well,
can do that Monday morning.
I mean, there is, like you said, monuments, there is cars that are there still there, haven't moved, but the same people don't park there every night. So there's different people, so I can put a note on this car, but as soon as he leaves, the next car comes in, so.
Right.
I mean, I could leave a guy there 24/7 in and
Yeah.
out notes if you want, but
So
it's not gonna do anything.
when we first brought this back, we had the highway department bring the sawhorses up, and the police department would shut down the parking lot Sunday night
Well,
for Monday morning.
I could put signs up, no parking this day, this time.
Yeah,
the
As they
problem
come
is,
into
is
the parking
that,
lots.
is that they have to keep the cars off the road during the storm, so they have to put it somewhere. So it's kind of, and I agree with you, but I think that we should give them till like at 8 o'clock in the morning, their cars have to be removed. Or 9 o'clock in the morning
Do it
on
daytime,
a
we can do it
snow.
nighttime, it doesn't matter.
Well, you know what I mean? I mean, if, like, right, considering the snow that we had, to get their cars off the street, maybe they parked in Mill Street. And obviously, you're not gonna be able to plow Mill Street if all the cars are there. So if they move them out and you know that the parking lot will be moved, all the cars will be moved out by 9 o'clock. But then again, like you said, then they could,
I think
somebody
during-
else could come to a business and decide to park there and,
I think during a snow event, we can make an arrangement where the next day, the next night, the
Yeah.
parking lot will be shut down.
36 hours after the
Yeah.
snow
Yeah,
stops.
this way the
Yeah.
highway department can go in and do the final touches and cleaning it up.
Yeah.
This way they still can park there, but until the time being, they have
there
to
should be
out.
some way of figuring it
It's
out,
only,
yeah.
I think that one, I took a picture of the Mill Street one, and, just give me 1 second.
Whatever happened to the purchase of a Bobcat?
The lots first close Monday each month from 8 to 11. These guys will be out of there.
Right, yeah.
Start at 7, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving snow around in tight areas like that, no, it wouldn't help.
Yeah. Could it help? Yeah, but Bobcats are not cheap.
No, I know, at one time you talked about buying them about 3
We'd
years
love to,
ago,
yeah.
they okayed that.
The initial idea behind that was to do the sidewalks as
Sidewalks.
well.
Okay,
But the Bobcats are wider than the average sidewalk.
yes.
So it's not.
Is there any signage on these parking lots?
Yes.
There is signage, and it's
That
listed
one's
in our
just
code
happened.
already? No, but I mean, is there signage there? Is it listed in our code as prohibited parking at certain?
Code part, I don't know, but I know for a fact the signs are there.
We should check to make sure it's in the code that you can't park there or can only park there during certain hours, because if people are out parking there when they shouldn't be, then you can issue.
I don't think we need a law to
It would be a temporary.
close the parking lot down and clean it.
It would be a
Well,
temporary-
no, I mean, but if you're trying to tow vehicles or you,
Now, if the vehicle hasn't moved, we can go in and tow it. If you're gonna clean it, shut it down and clean it. We don't need a law for that. We're not writing laws to do everything, to clean every sidewalk.
no, but if you are going to be trying to ticket people,
No, we're
They're
not
parking-
ticketing.
okay.
The ones that don't move for days, they'll be towed. No ticket, towed.
okay,
You're gonna make a sign up
I've
where you
heard this snow argument 25.
I would advise against that. I would advise against having something in your law that would authorize you to tow a vehicle
I have
before
a
you start
feeling
towing
if there's
people's vehicles.
signs, there was a law.
It would have to be checked.
That would just, yeah, I think we should
It's
definitely
probably
check
in
it
the
out.
schedule somewhere.
One meeting.
Most of the parking lots are listed. I just don't know if these are. It would be something that I would recommend gets checked before we do that.
All right, so that's really all I have.
I have
If we can
a,
work with the police
I have a
department, please, thank you.
communication from a resident, on Mill Street. I received an email regarding a stop sign on High and Spring. She would like to have one put there. And if possible, a Children at Play sign at the end of Mill by the lake and Pelham Street.
Children's sign, we definitely can do it any time.
Right.
Stop sign. has
We'll have to look into for Ian, right? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to address it because apparently there's speeding cars and whatever, kids playing, obviously.
Joe, where she wanted it exactly.
Okay.
The children at play, or both of them.
Yeah, I put one of them up already down on Gilmore was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
This is,
Not a problem.
they were asking for it on Mill by the lake and also on Pelham.
Yeah, just email it to me so I have it.
Okay, sure. Yep.
Phil, if you wanna send that to me also.
Sure.
I could put up the, traffic monitor and just see if there's.
I can forward that email to both of you.
But the
Sure.
stop sign is not, like I said.
Right, that has to go, that's, yeah, right. Okay.
All right, I have a motion by trustee Bosch to allow Police Commissioner Fisher into the executive session.
And also the highway.
Well, hold on, before we do that, I have one issue here I wanted to raise. There is a local law I've drafted for the board's review, and comment, if they can be supplied to me. I'll just pass these down.
Is that the one we bypassed in the beginning? We had a resolution for ClearGov and it didn't go anywhere. Why did that?
I wanna revisit that.
Yeah, because this.
I think it just went too fast. I think we were
No.
trying to still process it.
Yep, this draft of a local law is with regards to the residency requirements issue that was raised. In fact, I have a copy for you as well, Commissioner, if you want to take and comment on it. There should be one extra floating down there, if not here. Yeah.
What local law?
So if there's no comments, I'll have a resolution for next meeting. Take a look at it, email me any comments. I can make any edits or changes, and then we'll have it for a resolution to introduce it next meeting.
Okay.
Got one. We can do this next month's meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't have to read it now,
Okay.
obviously. I mean, like, just read it, and if
Can
there's
we-
comments, email me.
Yeah, I do actually have one comment on that, but I
Yeah.
can probably email it to you.
Sure.
Can we
And we can talk about the parking ticket thing, too.
Yeah.
can we revisit the resolution for the ClearGov, please?
You want to vote on it?
Yeah. I'll make a
Alright.
motion to,
Is there a motion to authorize the contract with
that's my
ClearGov to
motion.
provide budgeting and reporting services for the village of Wappers
I'll
Falls?
second that motion.
All in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Oh, is that it? Anybody else?
No, executive session, we're gonna invite in Tommy, Commissioner, John.
You all come.
Teresa wants to be there too, because it's about the sewer.
Okay, dokie.
So 3 of the things that I have on the agenda were sewer, John Kozak, trustee Cemento, personnel, trustee Vanka,
Yes.
Raising Cane, attorney Lynn, Commissioner Fisher, highway superintendent.
We'll do
You
that
wanna
first.
get in?
So, yeah.
Just say everybody in the room.
You wanna do the personnel thing first?
Yeah.
Let's do you first and get, before they get out.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna be very quick, I'll be honest with you.
Not right now. Can I have a motion to go into executive?
I'll make the motion to go into executive session along with the highway. Teresa from planning and Commissioner Fisher.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Hey, Joe.
Nobody moves from this room.
Pipes in the police department. Can you look at the pipes in the police department?
We don't. No. That's why we want to take care of theirs first.
We'll handle these in segments.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do theirs first.
Sure.